Ladies and gentlemen, after an hour wait, we're finally into our best of one show match, I believe it is now, between HTT and Red 5 standing by. I've got Stinky Pie with me, who's been enjoying the wait as much as I have. Stinky, how's it going?
Oh, it's been going great.
It's been excellent,
Just,
hasn't
yeah. Dota 2, what a game.
it? Well, at the very least, we've got a show match. All right, we've got something. The wait wasn't for nothing. And it's currently underway in the draft. We see the bands come out: Silence and Monkey King, Morphling and Axe. I suppose this is the Division C comfort bands coming out. What are you thinking?
Yeah, honestly, just some personal trauma coming in most likely. I don't think we should read too deep into these. Maybe they just have a fear of drowning, so they ban out the morphling. It's quite simple.
Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. And look, you know what? I'm gonna make some predictions, all right? Because this is a show match. Is this gonna be a carry lich? Is
Hmm.
that too ridiculous? Like, come on, surely because it's a show match, they're not gonna be overly serious about the draft.
Nah, I think they go full serious. You can't not go serious once you see a trained protector first pick. That's throwing down the gauntlet right there.
That's a fair call, actually. And he just came into he just got into captain's mode, wasn't it today or yesterday?
Yeah.
My god, this is
I
exciting. Although he did get,
think I already saw a game with Train Protector and he did win that game actually. I think that was the first game of Echo League which had a Train Protector, so off to a good start here.
he did get nerfed quite a bit, didn't he? Like the slow on that secondary skill leech seed went down, and the cooldown for
Yeah.
overgrowth went up.
That cooldown on Overgrowth is quite significant. For its power, it was one of those shorter cooldown ultimates. You could often fight around longer cooldown ultimates, say a Ravage or maybe a Chronosphere, and you would have that up before those larger abilities. So sort of just getting some parity with the other skills. Interesting that they pick up the Bat Rider though with the Tree and Protector, because Bat Rider is one of the best heroes as far as it comes to burning down trees, and I guess both teams really like trees, so Nature's Prophet now being picked up. That Sprout is going to be pretty darn useless against the Bat Rider here.
You know what? That is disgusting. Because in the chat, the lobby chat, Geo was, I think it was Geo or Slavic Donut, something like that. They were saying they were going to pick Nature's Prophet to like drag out the game. And
Yeah.
obviously they were joking. Clearly not.
To be fair, with the changes to towers and armor and split pushing and whatnot, Nature's Prophet does sort of have a place. Or at least more so than before. I think the hero still has a couple of kinks which might need some working out. It's, like a lot of the issue is, how do you lane, what do you build? It's all fairly unclear, I think, and sort of depends from game to game. The one thing really which I feel Nature's Prophet offers quite uniquely is early on his ability to gank with that teleport just suddenly turning a two-man gank into a three-man ganker, maybe just sniping a curry here and there.
Mm.
But other than that, I think even though he's obviously one of the better split pushers later into the game, there are other heroes, say an Ember Spirit, maybe a Morphling, who can fulfill that same role.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair point. I'm gonna just explain quickly because someone in the chat asked this because they're asking what the score is. So basically, HTT is forfeited because they had player issues. One of the admins has joined their team to make it a show match just for the lols, and Red Five Standing has won the series out of like because the other team got DQ'd. So this is just a pure show match, best of one. It's just for fun, and because we've stuck around for like an hour waiting, me and Stinky have decided we're gonna stick around and enjoy a hopefully fun match. That is the explanation to what just happened.
Yeah, I mean, really, at this point, it's pretty much a toxic relationship. You're sort of committed to it, but you're not sure if you really want to be here, but they say they love you and you think you love them too. So you're just in it for the distance.
I like the analogy you used there. I think we've all had that situation, haven't we?
Yeah, it's part of growing up. And
We saw a Nyx
Back to the game.
We saw a Nyx assassin picked up, gonna cause absolute havoc for that Crystal Maiden, but nothing like he won't really be too much of an issue for anyone else, right? Like the rest of the
I guess the Bat Rider, you can get an easy stun off on the Firefly, but that's not so much as it's nice for ganking him, but not so much for actually team fighting. I think it's more like counter initiation when he tries to drag someone out. You can stop him from pulling them too far by using the Carapace there.
Yeah, that's it, I suppose. Yeah, he could probably stop that from happening. I mean, the Jug pickup's really safe, and then we have an Ursa, and that's I mean, Ursa's just a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, I would be interested to see what he built. Ursa tends to struggle against heroes like Shrine Protector, who can sort of root you and completely neuter you. Same for the Crystal Maiden there. I think an Axe might be a decent item for him, but maybe also a Manta. There's plenty of reasons to get something like a Manta or a BKB, anything of that sort, just as an extra way of removing disables and being able to use your ultimate offensively, which you really want to make full use of it, and just using your ulti to get rid of an overgrowth is often not ideal.
Yeah. I'm wondering like how it's gonna go up against a Jug. He should Ursa's pretty darn good, right? Like against a Jug, he should be pretty easy for him to beat that kind of other carry. What are we looking for here on the side of Red 5 now? What are we? They don't need a support. They need a mid, right? Or is that an Ursa?
Yeah, could well be an Ursa mid, but they've got to pick first here. So Ursa mid can be a bit scary going in blind because there's plenty of picks that beat him, and yeah, that's a Shadow Fiend there. So
this is a very
nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it seems like that kind of mid-orientated lineup, like they want to finish in the mid to early late game.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like Ursa very good at putting on a lot of early pressure, making space for the Shadow Fiend, and we have seen more farm-oriented Nature's Prophets, but once again, being able to gank in the early game, just TPing into mid lane, could really help out the Shadow Fiend here.
Well, we've got this.
That said, though, SF is pretty bad against Juggernaut, I want to say. And a lot of the heroes from HCT actually do pretty well against Shadow Fiend.
We've got this last pick coming up. I'm just wondering what it's going to be. It does appear that they need a mid to go up against this SF.
Right.
The OD was banned out. That probably would have been one of the better picks to grab up here.
Yeah.
They're almost there. The 25 seconds left. They might just be having a chat. It must be slightly confusing as well because they've got John, who we have no idea what position he's in.
Yeah. I think he plays position 4 or 5, but I'm honestly not too sure.
And he's got the delay from C, so he's going to have probably at least 200 ping going into this match.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
Oh, hello.
I did not expect to see that hero. Not against the next assassin.
Well, this is exciting. I mean,
yeah.
I guess he's good against SF, maybe? Sort of?
Sort of.
Because
he's one of the few heroes who doesn't have to worry about, last hitting versus a Shadow Fiend, because that's often a daunting proposition. Because you really want to at least not let the Shadow Fiend deny your creeps, and you're pretty good at securing last hits with that Arc Lightning.
Yeah, I was going to say, the thing is, though, once the mana's out for Zeus, and the Necro Mastery charges are up for Shadow Fiend, I don't know how he's going to contest that lane.
Yeah, he will have the Crystal Maiden aura, at least. That's something. He's probably going to be playing from a significant disadvantage, though, if this Lich just denies that level 1 creep.
Yeah, that's a fair point, because it's going to be up the hill. Should at least guarantee Shadow Fiend a couple of last hits to get it going. Regardless, we'll see what happens. We'll see who's going to be playing what. I'm going to go through the draft with HET only because I promised Rin I would say out the name. And you will call out the other ones. So give me 1 second. Let's see. Alright, so on the side of the die we have HTT. First of all, we have a Juggernaut being played by Hime Suki Daisuke. We have that Meepo spammer playing the tree, and I'm pretty sure he changed his name maybe, because I don't think I saw that guy in the lobby before. We see John, who's actually an admin, playing the CM. So she'll be the position 4 or 5, I guess. We'll see what he does with Tree. It's the Mongol. He'll be playing the mid Zeus, and finally the Tree and Protector. No, actually, I already called him out. It's the Bat Rider we're looking for, and he'll be played by Bullshide Brown. If you could go through the Radiant, please.
Huh? I've got Geo playing the Ursa here. Pigpen on that Nature's Prophet. Slavic Donut in this mid with Shadow Fiend, but some action already in the top lane.
Yeah, I was going to say, Big Pen's already been chased up, and there's no spin quite yet on Rin. And John, he's got the Frostbite there, and they'll get him. And now the spin, he still hasn't leveled it up. Now the pings are coming out. And Big Pen, I think he's dead here. And I can't imagine he's going to get away from this unless he has some amazing juking. And he's actually outrunning them right now. He's trying his best. Just one last hit. No, another one. And, oh, John, the admin, gets the first blood. My goodness.
All right, GG's been called. I think we're done here, guys. Yeah. Moving on with the introductions. We got Matt playing the Nyx Assassin and Juktong Ju playing the Lich.
Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Because we've got the admin on the C side of things, and he's on 200 plus ping, and he just got first blood. This is the admin advantage. Mid lane,
yeah.
It does look like Lich denied the range creep as well. So Zeus, he's gonna struggle in that mid lane, and Lich is actually sticking around there to harass him a bit.
And you were asking if this would be a sort of right-click Lich. He's got that Orb of Venom ready.
This is going to be amazing. And actually, that Meepo spammer, he's come in. And how much can a tree... Like, there's no trees in the mid lane, right? So, I mean, he can't really stick around. There's not really too much of a point.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's got really high base damage at level 1. It's like 91. That's as high as it gets. But still, you're a melee hero. How do you really get close?
Ooh.
I mean, I say that he's already laying in the hurt onto the Lich.
Look, man, that's a lot of damage. That is so much damage, but he'll be alright. And I think, I mean, top lane, we've got Pigpen up against Rin. I'm going to call him Rin because we're not calling out that full name, but Rin is actually playing against a Nature's Prophet solo right now. So, I mean, he's like, they're not really shutting out that Nature's Prophet farm. John's been farming the jungle, and it looks like NP is just going to get free farm at the in the off lane.
Yeah. I guess if the trade-off is your Crystal Maiden in the jungle here, it's not too bad, but still at level 1 here, actually.
Yes, he hasn't even got the aura yet. And, yeah, like, it's a bit of a slow process for him. Meanwhile, Treen's still sticking around mid. So he's like, he's really interested in trying to shut down this SF. But Slavic, he looks like he's not really worried. I mean, it doesn't look like Tree's going to be able to get in range to hit him.
Yeah, I mean, he's even tanking up the creeps here. This is sort of the classic mid lane 2v2. As we all know, mid is the lane where you put 2 heroes. And I say that it kind of is, actually, depending on, you know, when you've got your ogres, your pudges.
And we have a poor Bat Rider, and he's actually getting gone on by Ursa. The stun misses from Met, and they're going to keep chasing, but he's got the Firefly, which is about to run out, but he's in that safe territory at his tier 1. And that oil really helping him out get away from that Ursa, but my goodness, he's not having the best time. Compared to this Nature's Prophet, he's having a hell of a bad time.
Yeah, if you just look at the levels, level 3 on this Nature's Prophet, and barely level 2 on this Bat Rider here.
And Big Pen, he'll actually just get out of there. He'll TP back and probably just going to heal up and just go back to the lane. But this is one of those luxuries, right? I mean, that you can just TP and you can teleport and then just TP back using a scroll, and then you're gravy.
And compared to a lot of other heroes, he can do that very early on. The Ember Spirit needs his level 6 TP to do that. Morphling as well needs that level 6, so having that handy ability pretty early on is nice.
Yeah, and it looks like someone called out that I've got something still on the screen, which I probably should get rid of. I'll be a second. Alright, that should fix it. Apologies for leaving the game starting soon thing still on the screen. Did not realize, but it should be gone now.
Yeah, looking at CS though, pretty solid lead for the Radiant here. Already up to 20 last hits on this Ursa. Although, oh, looks like we might have second blood here as Nyx Assassin trying to bait out that Bat Rider goes down instead himself.
Yeah, did not actually notice that. And actually, he's turning around going on Geo. And he might cop too much damage, but he... Oh no, he's run out of Firefly. This is bad. Geo is slowed up from that oil though, and he can't get in range, and that'll be it. But that's still a big deal for the Bat Rider to be able to kill off somebody in that dual lane. And actually top lane as well, Big Pen. He's playing with fire here against John, and there's a pause.
Are we really allowed to do this? Is this actually happening?
What is it, like 2 AM where you are right now?
Yeah.
My goodness.
I mean, that's kind of irrelevant at this point. As you were saying, it's an abusive relationship.
Oh, he actually gets the frostbite. Now the trains come out, and oh, that Meepo spam is there with the Orb of Venom, and that'll be it for Big Pen. He tries to TP out, but just not successful. So, big kill up for Rin, who'll get that last hit. And that's what they needed to do. They really needed to get that kill on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, I think he would have had a decent chance of getting out if he just used the Sprout on himself and started up a TP. But at the same time, there's still tangos available. It's just a matter of whose fingers were faster.
And he's coming back up, but I mean, Trian, he's decided to stick around now. And Pigpen, he can't really be as aggressive as he was before. Because now that you've got the Trent and John, he's actually coming in with the Frostbite. They're dealing so much damage to him. Now the Leech Seed, and he's been stuck in the trees, which is pretty ironic as it gets. Big Pen, he's being chased up still, and he'll get away from it. But has to go back to the Shrine or the Fountain at the least. Then it will be the Shrine.
Yeah.
But that Meepo Spammer, he knows what's going on. Almost looked like it was going to go in, backs off. Oh, and mid lane, it's the Mongol. He's in trouble now. Slavic Donut chasing with the Razors, and he will be able to get the last hit with the Raze. So big kill up onto the Zeus now. The Radiant really are dominating this game so far.
Yeah, I mean, top of last hits is this Shadow Fiend and Ursa, 28 apiece. Funnily enough, 10 denies too. And, you know, on the other side, we see Zeus in mid lane at 17, and followed by the Juggernaut at 15 for the dire side. So things really not looking too good for them early on.
No, it's not. And if we look at bot lane right now, it looks like Bat Riders actually might get a kill on Met. Ursa is around the area, but looks like Met might get taken down. He's got 7 stacks of the Napalm, my apologies. The sticky Napalm charges.
Yeah, he's pretty dead. I don't think there's any way he'll survive here, but at the same time, it's just a level 2 Nyx. It's sort of the nothing of value was lost situation. And it is admittedly very hard to play in this lane with, you know, 2 melee heroes. I think this Nyx might even have a better time just being in the jungle if he had an Iron Talon, but I guess as a position 5 you don't really have that luxury. I feel like he's not achieving too much in this lane anyway.
No, and that's it. And he does get the stun now. Gee, he's going to turn around, and he actually might take out this Bat Rider. Oh, he gets the kill onto the Nyx, and it'll be a trade-off, but I get, who's it more worth for that? I mean, it's more worth for Brown, is it?
I definitely would say it's better for the Ursa.
In mid lane, things are going to be crazy. They're going actually on Mongol, and actually John's there as well. They get the kill onto the Lich. Now Big Pen, he's still trying to keep going, and Met's actually there now with the stun, and CM, she'll go down. John, he's trying his best. He's got haste. He actually gets away from it. My goodness, and Met might be in trouble now. There's a Leech Seed from that Meepo spam, and they're going to keep going. And Mongol, he really wants to get the kill. He actually gets the kill into Pigpen, and a beautiful stun from Met. Now there's TPs coming in left, right, and center. Lich will be the first one, but I think that'll be it.
Yeah, that's sort of, you know, we mentioned this briefly during the draft. You know, they've got an Nature's Prophet. He can run around and gank people, but I guess Crystal Maiden with that haste rune and level 4 are actually able to do a lot more there.
And Mongo, he's level 6 now as well. He's got that ulti available, so they can, I suppose they can start making some things happen. You can see Meepo Spammer, he's back in the mid lane with John. Wants to go back onto Slavic Donut. And he's just waiting around those trees, hoping for the back. Now he runs in. He's got the Orb of Venom and the Leech Seed available. And he'll use it straight away. And there's the Lightning Bolt as well, the Frostbite. And that'll be another big kill onto Slavic. And this is massive. They're actually shutting him down pretty darn hard. And he's not happy.
Yep. For all of his last hits, he has died a couple of times. He has been under a lot of pressure.
This is just not good for an SF, though, who generally, I suppose around the 10-15 minute mark, you want to start trying to go for some kills kind of thing, you know, with the razors. And
yeah,
you need that snowball, right? As an SF, you need some kind of snowball.
he's going to hit like level 7 soon. He's already got 3 points into the raise. He should just be fine if he's able to maybe just spam out the waves and just go into the jungle there. Because a large part of him dying in that lane is because he's sitting around trying to get last hits.
Ooh, top lane. Top lane. Rin was in a bit of trouble. And he gets away. And John came in. And he's going for more. He gets a Frostbite onto Pigpen. And actually, Rin, he's coming back in. He's got the ulti. He'll use it and doesn't get the kill. The teleport was away. But now Mongol's here. And they'll get the kill onto the Lich at the least. Rotations are pretty good.
I want to say that was a very optimistic Omni Slash.
Yeah, the cart was there. So, unfortunately, one of the bouncers went onto the cart, which practically ruined it for him. But I suppose at least they get the Lich kill. Even though there's
Alright, so back in mid lane, like, Slavic is trying to get some damage in onto the tower, but I'm pretty sure at this stage, especially considering you don't have the best vision, you just raise the wave twice and then go farm jungle. And yeah, finally gonna head into the jungle here as we missed yet another kill onto this next assassin.
Yes, apparently Batrider is a good Batrider player because he continues to get kills on the off lane. Like you were saying though, the SF, like Slavic, he really should have just gone to the jungle and just farmed up, gotten some last hits. And come back to the lane when it was a bit safer, but took him a while to do it. Nevertheless, he is there now, and there's a DC from Rin. And my goodness.
Oh boy. Well, I feel like I should take this time to point out that on the side of HTT, there's actually 2 Arcanas.
Ah, that's a good point.
And yeah, unfortunately, our Juggernaut does not have the financial resources to support his Arcana, but minor details there. Yeah, according to Gray, actually, Arcanas do give you a significantly higher chance of winning, so just going by this, I think HTT have got this game in the bag.
That's a fair point. I would agree. You know, they're certainly the richer team. So that's a fair... Pretty much HTT has like won this game. In fact, Rin's back. And we should be on pause very soon. My lane keeps getting
That said, though, he's definitely one of their... Okay, well, so much for that.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their weaker links, though. Could potentially have gotten an Arcana, but didn't.
Oh god. I mean, you know that line from Toby, "It's a disaster." I believe this is the meaning of disaster. This is. I mean, this game, this show match has been the longest wait and the most drama I have seen in Echo League yet.
Oh yeah.
You
know it's bad. You know it's bad when John has to stand in.
Alright, it looks like we're good. Rin's back. And he's just actually making a run back to the fountain, but that may have been just the automatic game doing that. And they might go for a gank onto Mongol. No, there's no trap from the trees yet. No sprout, and they'll let him be for the time being. Looks like Meepo Spammer. He's actually gone to bot, but they've spotted him out. So he might want to go for some kind of gank on Ursa now. Looks like Batrider is going to join him very soon. And actually, yeah, no, they're going in mid lane to push the lane. Slavic Donut and Pigpen. They're just going to sit there right-clicking it.
Could summon the Treants for some extra creeps to tank.
I'm a bit surprised. I mean, Ursa's got that morbid mask now. I would assume he would be rushing into the Roshan pit. Hasn't done so quite yet.
Yeah. Not too sure how productive staying in lane against this Batrider is going to be. considering that they fed away a couple of kills already on the next.
Oh, they're going for a kill though, Geo. He's running in, but that Meepo Spam is there waiting. Now Lich is there as well as Met. And Barra is dealing so much damage to Met at the moment. There's the stun, but it means nothing at this point. Meepo Spam, he's coming in with the Leech Seed. And it looks like Met's dead again. And there's the Chain Frost, but it's not going to mean too much. It looks like Spam is going to go down. And he will do so. So Geo will get that kill, but Brown's still dominating, really. And now they're going after him. The Barra, he's in a bit of trouble. Gets the lasso under the T1 tower. There's a TP coming in. And it is the CM John. He gets the Frostbite off. Pigpen TP's in. And I think Geo, he might be in trouble here. Brown's duking him out at the moment. And there's another TP coming in back from Tree and Protector. Meanwhile, John, he's trying to out-duke this Lich. Brown, he'll be okay. That Meepo Spammer, he wants to get some kind of kill. Geo's there. But it looks like everyone's just going to walk away scot-free. And John's still alive through all this.
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
Oh, and Pigpen's there, and he gets killed off from Zeus. What? What? What are we watching?
Yeah. So, where to begin? Like, I really don't know why they tried to get aggressive there anyway. Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't expect the Train Protector to be there, but you know, your Ursa's completely out of mana. Didn't have the mana even for an Earth Shock there, so pretty unlikely that you're going to be able to kill this Bat Rider even if you get the stun with the Carapace on the Nyx. And, you know, it's, what, 12 minutes into this game? Nyx Assassin is level 5. I think if you just put the Ursa in the jungle, and he can jungle pretty effectively with that Murdered Mask, you just chuck him in the jungle, you just put the Nyx Assassin in the lane, and then you finally got your Nyx hitting level 6, that kind of thing.
Well, Brown is TP top. He's got the lasso available, and he's running straight in. Now there's John there as well. The Frostbite's there, and the ult is committed as well. That Arcana ultimate, like you said, it's causing the wins to happen. Slavic Donut, he gets lassoed up, and now he's in trouble as well. Rin, he's going to turn around. The Omni Slash committed. They'll get the kill on him. Now the Chain Frost is on the 4, actually. It's actually massive. John will get taken out. It's the spin from Rin, and he pretty much made it so John died there, but that's alright. Because he's an admin, so it doesn't matter too much. He'll have to put up with it. And that'll be it, but that's 2 for 1 at the moment.
Well, this whole time, though, Nyx Assassin did finally hit that Vendetta, and gonna make use of that immediately, actually.
Oh, that Meepo Spammer. Oh, the double invis, though. And I think they had a sentry. No, it's still there, actually. They can see Met. So that Meepo Spammer, he's gonna get the upper hand here. There's the Leech Seed. He could die, though, and he will do so.
Whew. Biting off more than you can chew there.
Bit of a risky play. He
Went for it. Did not pay off. And that's the first Vendetta gag successful, I guess.
Well done to them. Meanwhile, though, oh, actually, Lich, he might get a kill onto Rin. No, he doesn't. Now the Frostbite comes out from John, and that'll be it. But they got the tier 1 at top. So, at the end of the day, their Treant went down. They got the tier 1 at top, which I suppose is a fair enough trade for the Dire. And honestly, at the moment, the Dire are completely dominating HTT. They're 14-6 at the moment. Oh, and that Meepo Spam, he's ran into SF and Slavic Donut. He's just gonna literally right click him to death. And he puts out the
we were sort of talking about how this Nyx Assassin was really struggling for levels, but same can be said for this Train Protector, still level 5. He's been trying to get this Midas for the past 10 minutes or so. Had that queued up very early on, but apparently still not able to reach that.
Mongol, the Chain Frost committed as well. Met's there with the Vendetta, and he's dead. I was gonna say though, yeah, and I was gonna say you were mentioning Trent was getting the Midas, but it got nerfed pretty hard in the recent patch.
Yeah, I think especially on supports where you need the experience a lot more, it's quite significant. Because what was it before? It was like 2.5 times, and now it's 1.7 times, somewhere in that ballpark of experience.
Yeah, and
which, considering that you would have gotten 1.0 times the experience anyway, you're pretty much less than... You've reduced the effective experience multiplier by less than half.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible nerf. I don't even know if it's worth anymore. It definitely doesn't sound like it. While we were talking, Brown actually got a kill onto the Nature's Prophet solo, and he just picked up his blink as well, so that's massive for him. And They're making a push down the mid lane. Rin's there, and he's got the Omni Slash available. So he could go for a solo kill here on the Lich, but he's too far away now. And I mean, this Bat Rider's dominating. Oh, and Ursa top lane. He goes on to Mongo. Mongo, he's in big trouble here. One last hit, and there it is. Looks like that'll be a killing spree for Geo now.
Yeah, with that Nature's Prophet TPing in, not even needed there, but really wouldn't have stood a chance anyway.
I mean, would you argue that the Dire have the better late game lineup, or who has the better late game here?
Honestly, I think it completely depends on how these engagements go. I mean, not to be disparaging or anything, but depending on like how you take your fights, depending on who gets caught out, often it's sometimes just a game of who commits the bigger mistakes. Pretty much anything can happen.
Ooh, speaking of anything happening, Brown was going to go for a solo kill into the SF, and he still wants to. It looks like the Napalm's coming out, and that'll be it. But they're really defending that tier 1. It looks like there might be a big team fight very, very soon at the bot lane. Brown's almost trying to bait them out, but he's got a lot of teammates behind him, and he actually is going to get taken down solo from the SF. Now that Meepo Spammer is a bit late with the ulti, and there's the Zeus as well, but the Chain Frost comes out, and he's stunned up so long, this Zeus. They'll end up taking out the Nyx. Now the ulti comes out, but this looks really bad for the Dire. John, he takes out the ultimate, but it doesn't matter. 3 for 1. And meanwhile, while all this is happening, top lane Geo, he's trying to go for a kill onto Rin, and he might not make it in time. No, he won't. The good TP away from Rin, but still not looking very good, and this will be a tier 1 at bot as well. My goodness.
Yeah, so that's one of the issues with Bat Rider. It's pretty darn obvious and very hard to initiate when you're sort of going for a frontal assault. A lot of Bat Rider's ability to initiate comes from Firefly and just being able to fly around in those trees and then blink from where the enemy has no vision. And going for the front, he just gets his blink cancelled, gets taken down there by those raises.
Ooh, Mongol.
Not much of a chance.
They get a kill onto Pigpen. There was actually did you see that? There was actually a taunt there from Nature's Prophet while he was trying to TP away. And then Mongol comes in and stops that straight away. Says, no taunting in my game. And gets the kill.
Is that not an auto taunt? I know there's a couple of, yeah, I think it's an auto taunt. There's a couple of scenarios where, like, if you TP out on low health, you start taunting just because.
Apparently I can't afford taunts because I've never experienced that. So that's a bit sad.
Oh yeah, I don't run with taunts as well, but I've seen enough games. It's more often than not the Magnuses with that silly, I don't even know what it's called, that silly hop.
Yeah, look at bot lane. Mongol, he's going for a solo kill onto Slavic. Oh, Slavic, he does get taken down with the chain lightning, or the arc lightning I should say. My goodness. Top lane, they're taking out that tier 2. And it looks like it will get taken out, but Trine is TPing in. And he's just standing there, Brown. He's got the lasso available. It looks like he's going to go for it, but there's the frost from Jew. And the Chain Frost comes out, Met. He's trying to find someone to hit here, but there's nobody there at the moment. Rin, he's chasing them with the spin. Pigpen, he gets the kill into the tier 2. Ursa's there as well. And there's the lasso onto Nyx, but it's too late. Treant, he'll get the ulti. No, actually, it's not too late. There's the ulti from John. And John, he'll get taken down at the end of the day. Geo, he's still going. And actually, Pigpen, he's very low. Meepo Spammer, he gets treed up at the moment. And are they going to get away? Oh, beautiful Omni Slash from Rin. He'll get the killing spree there. Geo, he's in trouble. He's by himself. The spin's going to do enough. And that's a double kill for Mongol. That's a full-man wipe there.
Yeah, it somehow works out for them in the end. I thought that was going to go terribly, and that's Treant Protector with his Midas completed, it seems. Another Midas actually for his Lich too, so hey, why the hell not Midas Gaming? Who cares about the nerf? Completely irrelevant there. Once again, we kind of saw the problem with initiating from the front with the Bat Rider. He just gets his blink cancelled there by a Frost Blast from the Lich, and wasn't able to find the target to lasso for quite a while. Evidently didn't matter in the end, but still, maybe not using this hero to its full potential.
I mean, the thing is, like, we've been talking about Midases, but they've already been, in the past couple patches, they've already been kind of game-losing items. Now they're way worse.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't seem worth it.
With the talents being introduced, a lot of people want to get the Midas just for the higher levels for those talents. but at the same time, you're sinking such a huge amount of gold into an item which doesn't offer too much in ways of combat stats. So I feel like there's a few heroes, say maybe like an OD, who do benefit from the extra attack speed. But as a first item on a lot of heroes, I'm not a big fan.
Oh, mid lane. They're going to run straight into the sentry ward, so they're going to be ready for it. The Frostbite comes out into SF. Meepo Spammer's there with the ulti, and Geo is going to keep running forward, and he's hitting up on that tree, and he cops the Train Frost. And actually, he's going to invis away. He'll be fine for the time being. In fact, he TPs, and they're going to go straight into Brown, who lassos him up. And Ursa, he's going to be in a bit of trouble here because Rin's there, but he doesn't commit the Omni. In fact, he didn't have it quite yet. Gia, he will go down. Now Met will be the next target. SF, he does the Requiem, the ultimate from John. And Pigpen, he's almost down, but he's not dead quite yet. Now he will be. He runs back into the fire. Mongo, he's going to go after Slavic Donut. And it is a debated call coming out from Brown. And the only one left is Juktong Ju or the Lich. And Omni Slash will be committed. That's a full team wipe. My goodness. What are we watching here, StinkyPie?
Just some Dota, I guess.
You know,
I mean, somehow this Chain Protector just got away because of that Max Nature's guys. I think if they take him out at the start, things could have maybe gone a bit differently. They could have just retreated in full confidence.
Oh, Matt, what are you doing? Oh, beautiful Spike Carapace. Gets himself away from a lot of trouble.
He knew that would have been a crit from the Juggernaut, so obviously reflecting that one.
I mean, we were saying before this game started that Division C is the most exciting division to watch. And I think we're seeing it, right? That like, there's no care in the world for these two teams. They're just going at it. They're trash talking constantly, which I love to watch.
We have got easily 2 kills a minute here, which I don't think I've seen in quite a while.
I mean, let's be honest. It's like 2 a.m. in your time. You're tired. You don't want to watch an hour Naga farming game. You want to see kills, right?
It looks like we might be getting some of that just here.
Oh yeah, they almost went in, but a bit of hesitation from the Radiant, I'd say. Like it felt like they could have maybe gone for a play with the Ursa, who, I mean, it really feels like Geo, he has a time limit as to how effective his hero is going to be. And to comment again, he still hasn't gone to the Roshan. He's got the Blink and the V-Lads now. Still hasn't made the attempt. Now he misses the Blink because of the Arc Lightning.
That's always frustrating, actually. When your Blink just randomly gets cancelled. Yeah, I'd just love to see them smoke up and go right now.
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked. Like it feels like he has the opportunity to do so, just not doing it quite yet. A lot of hesitation, and if he waits too long, I mean, you know, the Dire might turn around and say, well, we'll go for it. And in fact, he's going to go onto Brown, but Brown will just blink out of the way and just TP.
I really think they have the potential to just go for pickoffs. If you've got this Nyx running around, you've always got the, paratrooper from the Nature's Prophet TPing in as well, so you can always bring the numbers wherever you are on the map. I think just run around, find people to kill, and
oh, this Nyx, he's been lassoed up in mid. He's in big trouble. He's got the Vendetta. Have they got Dust? No, they've got the Zeus though, and there's the Dust as well. And Met, he's going to be chased up. I can't imagine he gets away. The Spike Carapace is pretty good, and he gets a nice little stun off, but Mongol will get the kill. In fact, he's unstoppable now.
Yeah. We were just saying how you want to find people as this Nyx assassin, but apparently he's the one who gets found instead.
There's a lot of true sight coming out from the Dire. They seem to always have vision, and to make matters worse, the SF has got a Shadow Blade, and there's the Roshan we were talking about. So Geo does do it, but actually they're making a chase onto Rin at bot lane, and Slavic Donut, he's got the invis available with the Shadow Blade. Now he hits him up, but his teammates are just too far away. Actually, there's a spin TP. That's not the play. The Chain Frost comes out. And that'll be a good kill. Mongol's there as well, trying to get a kill. Gets a kill into the Lich. The Sprout is not successful, and he will be able to just walk out of there. In fact, there's another DC from Rin, which may have been the reason why he died, but not 100% sure.
Yeah. So I'd like to point out that the Zeus has an Acceptor. And that's actually one of the better Ags upgrades, I want to say. But interesting that he's gotten it this early on and after a Blink Dagger, actually. Those two items really don't have too much synergy with each other because you've obviously got the global range with that Nimbus Cloud, and the Blink Dagger sort of gives you more personal mobility but doesn't really affect the Ags.
Hold on, with the Nimbus cloud thing, I mean, it's pretty much just you place a cloud in and it just affects a small area, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I thought
it's
that
a
was a
decent
downgrade.
AoE. I honestly wasn't a big fan of the last one. It gave what, maybe plus 200 damage at each level to your ultimate. I think something which is quite underrated about the Nimbus Cloud is it's sort of like a tombstone, I guess, or maybe a phoenix egg. You do have to deal with it, and if you don't, eventually, if you're fighting under it, it will just kill you. But I think what a lot of people underestimate is the sort of added utility that it has. You can push waves with it globally, you can interrupt TPs globally, and just offers a lot of map pressure too. And it's a pretty short cooldown. It used to be 60 seconds or so. Now it's down to 35 after a series of buffs. So 35-second global interrupt on a TP, never bad to have, I think.
I guess that's a fair point. I didn't think about that. I did not think about it. That is a fair point, though. It's
But yeah, like as you say, in terms of raw damage, it's honestly not that high. I feel like compared to amplifying the damage from your full arsenal of spells there with, say, a Veil or an Aether Lens often does more in terms of raw damage, but there's a lot of things which can't really be put on paper.
yeah. Still waiting at this pause. Rin has not reconnected quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he will be dead for another minute or so. It does have that buyback, but I don't think he'd be inclined to use it.
The teams were chatting to us in the chat. I'm not sure if you caught it.
Yeah.
They're asking how we're doing. I said good. In reality, I
Good's a
suppose
relative term.
we're doing great. We are doing great.
Yeah. I mean, it's like when that neighbor down the road just happens to catch you at the shop, and they're like, "Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing good." And really, you're not. You're like dead inside. All you've got is like like your girlfriend just left you. You're hollow and empty. And all you have really is a toxic relationship with some drugged up woman who only loves you because you provide her with drug money or something. I don't know, but
What have you been going through, mate?
you're still good though,
What happened?
right?
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? Like, 'cause you used the analogy before, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good analogy." And then you sounded legitimately upset about it, and it's come up. What's going on in your life, mate? What happened? We'll have an MLP psych moment. Did she break your heart?
I mean that's a pretty everyday occurrence though.
The the drugs were more important than you. Is that how you felt?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's fair enough, man. It happens.
I mean that eventually you get onto the drugs yourself.
Just
You
remember.
said
Just remember you're
yeah,
beautiful.
don't do drugs, kids, by the way. It's a bad idea.
Not that we've ever done them, so we wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Just remember you're beautiful, Pie. And that we love you. And now I'm pausing. That's a bit rude. Especially considering it's from their own team.
Ooh. Oops. Accidents happen, right? Yeah, do treants kill Zeus Axe? I think they do, actually. I think they count for pretty much the same as hero attacks. And it does take a significant number of heat attacks. I'm honestly not certain with that though.
We'll find out. In
Could
fact,
work the same way as
Mongo is going for Pigpen, and he'll get the kill using the Nimbus, and we're watching it now. The trains are coming to test this out. And, I mean, it didn't take that long to take it down.
Yeah, I think the Shadow Fiend did do more damage though, so I guess... I'm assuming it goes by old Visage bird rules, maybe?
What I'm intrigued about though is I thought like maybe as you level the ulti up for the Zeus, you think maybe like the HP would go up of the Nimbus Cloud. Because that seems like it's a bit too low. Like at the later stages.
And yeah, and since you brought that up, actually, it doesn't scale at all. It scales apparently on the cooldown reduction of your main hero, but until you get an Octarine core, that's really not that relevant. Yeah, no, that's a good point, actually. You'd imagine an Axe would scale on something, but it's just a constant level 1 ability.
That's a bit annoying.
Because I'm thinking of what other spells... Ooh, actually, hold on.
Yeah, mid lane. Batrider, he gets the lasso, and now it looks like Nyx. Beautiful spike Carapace, and actually SF, he's going to take out John. Now a stun up onto the Zeus, and this looks really bad for the Dire now. And a beautiful Thunder God's Wrath, but it's not going to matter. Rin, he's in trouble. Ursa's going to take him out. He probably shouldn't have spun there. That Meepo Spammer, he gets the ulti off, but it's 3 for 2 at the moment. And actually, they managed to get 2 kills somehow. And Zeus actually survived. I thought Mongol died through all that, but he's actually alive.
Yeah. I think a large part was that they turned around and killed the Juggernaut instead.
And, ooh, Geo. Quick reactions from the Zeus. My goodness. And it looks like they might make a push for the tier 2 now. No, maybe not. No, it looks like they might. They were just waiting for that creep wave. Spammer's there.
Yeah.
No overgrowth
They
available.
still have that 10-second BKB on the Ursa.
Oh, and Geo, he's actually going straight up to Mongo and not willing to walk up the hill. And like you said, the BKB is available for 10 seconds still, not even used. Spammer, he's next to Slavic Donut. And Brown, trash talking again. Now they'll go straight into the SF. Good 4-star from John. And they're straight into the tier 2 tower. Ultimate committed. They'll get the kill into the SF. John showing his admin prowess right there.
Yeah, whose first stuff was that? That was his, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Alright.
Those are
200 ping, not an issue at all.
Southeast Asian players. Oh no, they're actually going on to Batrider. No, Batrider went on to Lich. But Geo is there, and Geo, he's trying to decide who to go on. Now the Chain Frost. And very questionable move from Brown. Jumps in blind. Oh no, he wasn't
Sometimes
blind.
when you get that frenzy, you just gotta go for it.
No, that's a fair call. But he gives his life away, and he only just respawned. Quick question. With Rin, he's got a Battle Fury. What do you think of that? Like, we haven't seen Jugs with Battle Fury very often these days.
Yeah, I guess it's decent when you're trying to push out waves against the Nature's Prophet, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we really haven't seen it that much. I do like the fact that he went for the Yasha before finishing the Battle Fury. I think even just for farming purposes, you get a lot more value out of that Yasha. Juggernaut with that low BAT really likes attack speed as well. But yeah, it's an interesting item, because more often than not, actually, we see Juggernauts paired up with a Magnus, and you just get that Empower instead.
I was about to say, Met was in a bit of trouble at bot lane, but he actually just vendetted straight away, and Mongol, he's trying to find him, but can't quite get there. Couldn't get the lightning bolt in range to get the true sight, so he'll get away with it.
Oh. Yeah, they were on point with the detection earlier, so dropping the bowl a little bit here.
Yeah, Johnny, he's tired of supporting. He went and got the 4-star. Even asked in chat if he could get a Midas. So he's probably going a bit over his head now, trying to be a real carry CM. They're actually going to be a big team fight here. And Slavic Donut, oh, the Aegis just expired as well. They go on to G with the Frostbite, but the ulti's there, and now the Overgrowth comes out. They pretty much blow up John. And now Rin's there. He's got the Omni Slash available, not using it quite yet. The Chain Frost comes out. There's the Omni Slash, and it's on the Slavic Donut, who might go down here. In fact, he will, but he'll take Rin with him. It's a 4 for 2. And they could probably keep pushing here because it's only Brown left, and he's not even in the base at the moment.
So that Shadow Fiend, that one Requiem, pretty much did all of the damage of his team there. I want to say like half of the damage that his team dealt in that team fight was from that Requiem. Interesting enough, Ursa didn't use the BKB there.
No, he didn't, and to make matters worse, they ran in just as the Aegis expired. They're pinging that tier 2 a bot, but there's no problem. Batrider's back up top. He's going to try and defend here, but there should be at least one Rax. Oh, no, he goes onto Pigpen with the lasso by himself, but this could mean bad news for him. He's got the Firefly, but he's in trouble here. He's been stunned up and he gets taken out. And that's going to be at least the Rain Drax. No, they're healing it up, but the treants are still there. And John walks straight past him. Now he's in trouble again. Met, he wants to go for a kill. Gets a good stun off. Lich will be there as well. And they'll get the kill. And although they saved the melee racks, they've lost the range.
Yep, and losing any structures, I mean, doesn't necessarily hurt more than it does before, but if you're able to hold on to, say, a tier 3 tower, and no matter how low it drops, as long as you have that Treant Protector with that living armor, it doesn't really matter if you can fend off the push for now. But unfortunately, that's not the case for them. They end up losing that tier 3 tower and the Rex, and that, of course, opens up shrines, as we all know, and that looks to be the next objective here.
Yep, they're taking it out at the top lane, and I mean, we can say MP, he actually went for the +4 trains as well in the talent tree, so that's obviously going to help out with the push. Oh, Mongol, he's dropped the Nimbus Cloud. They're going to go onto Lich, who's copying a lot of damage. And now it's up to Rin to catch up, and he'll commit the Omni. Probably worthwhile.
Yeah, I feel like they could have just gotten it regardless anyway, with the Zeus and his mobility. I mean, if only Roshan was up, perhaps they could have gone for that, but...
Brown, he's actually
still
got
not even
lasso.
past minimum timer.
Bot lane,
Okay.
Pigpen, he's got the Hurricane Pike on Brown. Brown keeps chasing. And SF's joined in now. This is looking bad. And Rin's actually here now as well. There's a blink out from Batrider, and that'll be it. And Rin doesn't want to let this go, but now he has to, I think.
Flame Break no longer interrupts TPs. What a change, Ice Rock.
That's a bit of a shame.
And it was one of the more annoying things about Batrider. You could never TP away from him, and there's nowhere to hide really when he's got that flying vision from Firefly as well. A short respawn timer for Roshan here. And pretty convenient, as Ursa just happens to be in the area. It is spotted out by the tree from the Treant Protector, who apparently picked up an Agnum Scepter.
Well, I suppose it's a positive. Like, it's going to really allow that vision to be out. Oh, Brown, he gets a solo kill into Pigpen. And he'll get the hell out before Met said, no, Met, almost used a Spike Carapace. He did actually get it off. There's the Roshan gone. They're running in to try and make something happen, but he's already got the Aegis. And the Nimbus Clad will get destroyed from Ursa. Now SF, no, John will get taken out, and the BKBs come out. Meanwhile, bot lane, Rin's just solo pushing at the moment, trying to force them back. And looks like everyone else from the Dire, no, that Meepo spammer, he's in trouble, he's by himself. The Invis is there, though. And he actually stole the Aegis.
Lich needs to stay around here and cancel the TP.
How the hell did Treant steal the Aegis?
I actually don't know, he just walked in. I'm pretty sure there was time for the Ursa to pick it up. I think he didn't have an inventory slot, so it took him some time.
Oh my, and Rin, he gets a lot of damage off. He's backing off. Now the Shadow Blade comes out. And, I mean, Slavic will have the 4-star, the Hurricane Pike available as well soon.
Ooh.
Chain Frost. Big commitment to use, but it slows him down a bit. The Magistol, the stun comes out as well. And he will get taken out the end, but... I mean, I'd argue it's probably not worth, but he did quite a bit of damage to the tier 3 as well. Almost took it out, in fact.
Yeah. Unfortunately for these guys, they don't have a Treant Protector, so they're not able to heal that up.
That's a fair point.
Some damage, always damage.
And he's going to run straight into Pigpen at top. And looks like Pigpen almost knew about it, but... Gonna let him go. I mean, at the end of the day... Whoa, what's going on?
You asked for it. You got it. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, it's a Lich carry. Is this a Lich carry?
Yep.
I love it. Oh, Geo, he goes for a kill to John. And there's the BKBs. I mean, BKBs are being committed quite interestingly here. They're just committing it whenever they really want to.
Yeah, it's interesting because he was being so tight with it before. holding on to his 10-second BKB, but now that he's past that, he's just popping it whenever he wants to, really, like you say.
Oh, there might be another team fight here. Met, he really wants to go for something. I believe if I seen correctly, yeah, there's 2 pipes on the side of the Radiant right now as well. That's probably a bit of a waste. Mongol gets a good blink out.
So the active effect does technically refresh, but it doesn't truly stack. And of course, the aura at sort of 15% extra magic resistance for your team doesn't stack either. So a bit of lost efficiency there.
Beautiful blink out from Brown. And the NT, nice try coming out. Flaunting his stuff here, but they've got to make a defense. And are they going to keep pushing the pipes there? And it looks like they want to. That being said, Pigpen is not there with them. He's in the mid pushing that out, but he can teleport in if he really wants.
If a fight ever breaks out, I think he just TPs into the top lane and finishes off that Rex.
Yeah, no. That's a fair point actually. He could just TP straight up top. And
is there a glyph? They do have a glyph on the dire side though.
They do, but they've got to hope that they're aware of what's going on in the team fight. They might just not notice what's going on. So we'll see. But no push committed. That being said, Mongol, he's right in the middle of everything now. There's the Vendetta, there's the stun. Geo's there, good 4 stuff out from John. And there's the Overgrowth, so they do protect him. The Chain Frost, and they keep going actually. And Mongol, he looks like he's in a bit of trouble here. The Yules is there as well. Rin, he's copped so much damage from this Chain Frost. He will be okay at the end of the day, though. They end up taking out Mongol. Now, the Donut, he ends up getting the kill. John, big ulti there onto SF, but he will use the BKB. Met, cancel the channel from John. And that Meepo Spammer, he'll end up going down here, but he had the Aegis this whole time. Brown, he still hasn't used his lasso here, and he'll end up losing his life as well. Spammer, he's trying his best to run, but I mean, there's a carry lich chasing you. You're not going to get too far away. And this is going to be mid-racks. The buybacks are coming out. Brown TP's out. But this could be GG, I think. There's the first racks. And I don't know if they can...
bottom racks as well. This Spheron has been working on it the whole time.
Oh, and there goes Treant. He gets taken out. Brown, has he used the lasso yet? No, he hasn't. And he'll lose another life. And there's no buybacks available. I think that's GG, Stinky.
Yeah, it's definitely mega creeps at the very least, but you don't have your Bat Rider for another 80 seconds. You don't have anyone with buyback anymore, actually, so I don't see what they can do here.
Well, they're gonna, like you said, they're gonna get the mega creeps. I mean, if they want to finish the game, there's nothing really stopping them from doing so. But we'll find out.
I don't think this is as much playing safe as just wanting to enjoy the moment.
There's an Eye of Scardy picked up on SF. There's the Megas. And I mean, this will be it. They're pushing the mid. There might be one final defense. They have not called GG yet. Well, Chain Frost comes out. And there's a spin. They did say nice playing with you guys. So I suppose that kind of indicates that they realize they've lost now. Lich, he wants to go for something. He gets frostbitten up. SF, he's still hitting up on the Met is in the middle of everything with the Vendetta. He will lose his life to the Fountain. Overgrowth comes out. They're actually going to turn this around. The Nimbus and the ulti's coming out with the Refresher. And Slavic Donut, he channels the Requiem. A lot of damage, but ends up losing his life. Now Ursa, he'll go in after this Juggernaut. And while this is happening, Pigpen, he's had enough. He's just pushing the Ancient. Gio's kind of diverting the attention, I guess. There's the ulti from John. He will end up getting the kill. John being the MVP on the dire side, I think. And the Fountain, the base is being pushed in. That Ancient loses about half his life. They come in. Rin, he wants to defend this. It's only Nature's Prophet there. And can they get the lasso? No, the Hex is available on Pigpen. He's TPing away, but it's cancelled off from Mongol. Now the lasso comes out. And looks like Pigpen will end up losing his life at the end of the day. And this is what we like to call in the industry a successful defense.
Yeah. And so we were questioning the battlefield from this Juggernaut earlier. I think it all comes together now as he knew that he'd be playing against Mega Creeps. Is already prepared for the battlefield, of course, one of the best items you can have if you're defending against Mega Creeps, so good on him.
Good predictions. Good prediction from himself. And I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds of them being able to pull this game back in to their grasp?
I'd say around the odds of me ever finding love.
You gotta stop. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened to you, sir.
It's just the healthy dose of British humor, really.
Somebody find this man a girlfriend. He needs it. Oh, Mongol. Met, he's going to keep chasing. And actually, Met, he's got a Dagon now. And uses it. Doesn't really do too much. And Mongol, he's just going to comfortably walk away. No, Met wants to keep going. Has that very low mana burn cooldown. Got to be careful to lose his life here. Met,
I think this is the point where you set up that defensive perimeter. Get rid of all these annoying wards in your base, actually. It's something which I've been doing a good job of keeping the wards in their base. And yeah, okay, we do finally see the sentries coming out here.
Oh, and Brown blinks in. Doesn't get met. Trying to find the lasso here. Now the Spike Carapace. And actually, he might lose his life. In fact, Slavic Donut's there. And he will end up doing it. Pigpen, he's just sitting in the trees right next to the fountain. Just chilling out. Not too concerned himself. Now they're going to start pushing the Ancient. Well, it's the creeps anyway. And Batrider explaining he didn't want to win anyway. Now Ursa comes in. Wants to go for some last kills. There's a Nimbus Cloud. Starts doing a lot of damage. But it's going to end up going down anyway. And the Ancient, it is going down. There's a Chain Frost. And I think this is GG. Now the Requiem takes care of business. And yeah, Nature's Prophet, he's had enough. Pigpen finishes the game. So GG well played to both teams. My goodness.
Admittedly, that last fight was a lot closer than maybe it should have been.
Well, this has been very fun to the waiting game and then the show match. Thank you for joining me, StinkyPie. It's been a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, I mean, Dota's a great game, guys.
Is it your plan to now fall asleep? I'm assuming it's like 3 a.m. in the morning.
2:30. So getting there.
Oh, well, guys, look, thank you very much for watching. Consider following the Twitch channel if you enjoyed. I'm sure me and Stinky will be back around sometime to cast some more playoffs. Until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching.